Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the eISL Season 2, brought to you by Nordwin Gaming. I'm Fixes. Joined along with me is going to be TTR, as we have just sort of still digesting from what we saw in the previous matchup in the Kolkata derby, where ATK Mohun Bagan completely thrashing East Bengal FC and taking home the victory. And the hero for the night was, of course, our dear boy Afnan. But right now, we have another very interesting matchup because now we've got FC Goa taking up Chennaiyin FC. Now, FC Goa, one of the strongest clubs right now in eISL, still, unbeatable. They have won all four of their fixtures and not even a single draw out of that one. Forget any defeats. But Chennaiyin FC are your defending champions and do have not just the winner, but also the finalist of the previous season's eISL, that is Carmen Tikka. So this is going to be an interesting one. And what are your pre-thoughts about this game, TT?
आई थिंक इधर थॉट्स के हिसाब से अगर मेनली बात करें लाइक मुझे जो लगता है एफसी गोवा बहुत ज़्यादा शानदार परफॉर्मेंस ऑलरेडी करके दिखाए हैं अभी तक एंड नो डाउट लाइक वो हर एक मैच जीत के आए हैं सो उनके लिए तो थोड़ा बहुत मेरा जो है वो एक्सपेक्टेशन रहेगा बट ऑन द अदर हैंड चेन्नई एनएफसी के पास भी एक अच्छा खासा मौका है क्योंकि पिछले साल के विनर रहे थे तो उसको ही आगे कैरी फॉरवर्ड करना चाहेंगे इस बार एंड वो जीतना चाहेंगे इस फिक्चर को.
Oh, this is the main event that we have been talking about, right? And Kolkata derby sort of just upped our expectations in this one. As Adi Zima against Naveen, this is going to be an interesting matchup. As the final one is going to be an absolute blockbuster. V Sharma and Karman Tikka. We've seen both the players, V Sharma and Adi Zima, both have displayed their individual prowess, even as a team. And Adi Zima, the way he loves to play those German crosses, the way he kind of attacks with those lob passes, well, Naveen has to watch out. And Naveen finally managing some string of victory. Last time they faced ATK Mohun Bagan, they defeated them. So today they would be hoping to put a stop on FC Goa's unbeatable run and look forward to further gain a few more points so that they could go up in the standings. Even when it comes down to leaderboards, they still have chance. If they win this game, they're still going to retain that fourth position because Northeast United FC have secured 9 points and right now they're sitting at May 5. So this is their fourth game for FC Goa. It's going to be their fifth matchup, and regardless of whatever it is, they have won all four of their games. They take the top on 12 points. Yeah. Adi Zima and V Sharma both are in a whole different form right now. They've been winning all their games. They've been losing barely any, right? The co-op is also good, as you can call it. A very well balanced and mixture of players who've got a different style of play, and combine that, and you have a perfect dish in the making, a perfect combo that has been working out for this club.
For sure, and वही पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम बात करते हैं अभी तक चेन्नई एनएफसी की. सो चेन्नई एनएफसी मुझे लगा है अभी तक उतना ज़्यादा लाइक जो मेन फॉर्म वो ढूंढना चाह रहे हैं वो अभी तक उनको मिला नहीं है. हालांकि वो अभी तक जीतने में सफल हुए एक मैच एंड उसी के साथ साथ ड्रॉज भी निकाले हैं, बट एफसी गोवा वो कुछ ज़्यादा ही स्ट्रॉन्ग लग रहे हैं इस बार इस सीजन के अंदर. सो चेन्नई एनएफसी अगर हरा पाते एफसी गोवा को, सो ये चेन्नई एनएफसी के लिए तो एक बहुत ही अच्छा जंप होगा एंड उसी के साथ एफसी गोवा के लिए पहला हार होगा. बट ये सब तो जब गेम होगा शुरू बात कर ही रहे थे एंड उसी के साथ साथ स्टार्ट होता हुआ हमारा आज के दिन का मैचअप नंबर 2, जिधर फॉर्मेशन बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग रखा गया है चेन्नई एनएफसी की तरफ से.
Yeah, I think they've been trying something different. And off we are on with the game. The Gors from left to right is going to be Adi Zima again carrying on the mantle. And from right to left will be Chennai FC in their blues. And right off the bat, we can see that Adi Zima intends on scoring one. Trying to pose a threat through the wings with Ronaldinho. Has made an incredible run. Passes it on towards Hakimi with Ronaldo to Messi and he scores. Oh my goodness, beautiful chain of passes over there, and Naveen had no response to this sort of an attack from Adi Zima. We have seen Adi Zima score tremendous number of goals from those German crosses. But this one was something new for us. And maybe Naveen did not see this one coming.
What a start, FC गोवा जिस तरीके से शुरुआत की है, पहले ही 3 मिनट के अंदर उन्होंने अपना पहला गोल स्कोर कर दिया। इससे एक बार फिर से झलक रहा है उनका फॉर्म इस सीजन पे। That's why वो अभी भी अनबीटन रहे हैं। बट ऑफ साइड ट्रैप पे फंसेंगे चेन्नई एफसी। जब लग रहा था कि थोड़ा थोड़ा करके बिल्डअप पे आ रही है, लेकिन उसी टाइम पे एक ऑफ साइड एंड उनके पास से बॉल कंट्रोल पूरा ही जाता हुआ। पर फिर से अटैक बनाते हुए रोनाल्डिन्हो राइट हैंड साइड से रन निकाल चुके हैं टुवर्ड्स एम्बापे। बीच में मानी अपना काम बखूबी तरीके से निभाते हुए।
Oh, this is a good pass. For sure. And Naveen really needs to strike back into this game. And, this is one of those games where we're going to see a lot of technical FIFA being played. Because Adi Zima, he's also a coach, a FIFA coach. He knows, where Naveen makes those mistakes. And Naveen is one of the most calm and composed players that we had. And we still do. But this time, this run has been volleyed. And this time we have seen the king with his crown just trembling with so many suitors for the throne. Who wins this year's eISL? That's a different question. But Naveen has to really step it up because he's had a rather rusty start. But this could be where he might want to level things up with this new Jarzinho card. As he passes it back towards Bellingham. But Mbappe still trying to keep possession, but Adi Zima being relentless, being very vigilant on his defense, not letting it pass, and now again trying to exploit the wings.
Wow. What a game! What a goal! Deflection तो हुआ था, लेकिन वो भी जाके खत्म हुआ मेसी के ही पैर पे और फिनिश किए दूसरे गोल के साथ। एफसी गोवा लीड डबल कर चुके हैं ऑलरेडी एंड वैंडेसार के लिए इम्पॉसिबल था इसको सेव करके दिखाना। आदी ज़ीमा अपना प्रॉपर फॉर्म दिखाते हुए कि किस तरीके से वो खेल रहे हैं। बट नवीन के लिए ये सीजन कुछ खास रहा नहीं है अभी तक अगर देखा जाए उनके जर्नी पे। एंड वही चीज़, वही सेम सिनेरियो कंटिन्यू होता हुआ इस गेम के अंदर भी। बट एक बार फिर से मौका बनता हुआ इधर लोग क्या गया था रोनाल्डिन्हो के लिए, बट माल्डिनी इस बार चौकन्ना रहेंगे जिसके बदौलत तीसरा जो अटैक बना था या फिर तीसरे गोल के लिए वो अभी के लिए रोक दिया गया।
Yeah, it has been stalled and for now FC Goa, they're really enjoying themselves. Those driven throughs and especially how threatening Adi Zima has been from his right hand side. Making sure that he gets the job done every single time he goes in. And Naveen's defense not really trying to contemplate what's going on, and suddenly a giveaway for Naveen, but thankfully rescued. And yet again, we can see Adi Zima, he's trying to do the same thing. A little bit of a lob through, but this time the player was not at the best possible position to give a pass, as Adi Zima still continues. So what I like is what I've seen from Adi Zima so far. Like we said, the right hand side, every player has one of their favorite sides. Seems like the left to right is Adi Zima's go-to one, because he's been using that. I barely see those left backs and the left wings being involved. But the previous goal did come out of Messi, but that was poached, right? But now we've got to see if Chennaiyin FC can create something. I mean, Naveen, there has been moments where he's gotten inside the final third, but has failed to take a shot. The defense has been really good. Jarzinho went out on a run, but he went offside. And now with Theo Hernandez has that passing lane towards Ronaldinho open, but was reluctant. Now a lock in comes for Ronaldinho on towards Mbappe, and we'll have to see similar occurrences again. as a pass, and now he'll take another shot at goal, and it gets converted. And it's just barely the beginning phases of the game, and FC Goa find themselves having a 3-0 lead. And Naveen, oh, he's kind of confused what's going on. Absolutely. You know, things are going out of his hand. What has happened, TT? What's gone wrong?
It's only brilliance of Adi Zima mainly. जिस तरीके से उनके तरफ से बिल्डअप किया जा रहा है, उनको समझ ही नहीं पा रहे नवीन कि उनको रोकना कैसे है, क्योंकि हर बार जो बिल्डअप है वो कुछ अलग किस्म का हो रहा है. थोड़ा बहुत 2-3 टाइम हम लोग को राइट हैंड साइड से रन निकालते हुए दिखे. एक बार जर्मन क्रॉस के लिए गए, बीचों बीच से हम लोगों को टिकी टाका करते हुए दिख रहे हैं. लॉन्ग पासेस खेल रहे हैं, तो सब कुछ एक प्रॉपर पैकेज के साथ आते हैं आदि जिमा. एंड वही चीज इधर शो करते हुए सबको.
Oh, no way.
देखिए, बात कर ही रहे थे, हैंड उसी बीच में मार्टिनी का पैर, नहीं तो शायद चौथा गोल इधर आता हुआ दिख सकता था.
Oh yeah, of course. You know, this looked to be coming. Really, now goes for a short corner, and you know, Adi Zima has played the perfect FIFA so far. He's exploited that right wing. He's exploited, you know, this box players. He's given the right passes, and mostly I've seen him make a lot of those lob throughs, and more often than not, they have gone in. What he's been doing is he's been constantly trying to press in from that right wing with Ronaldinho. Has always been going for a cross there, you can see, and then suddenly he just passes it on towards R9 and he converts. That has been his go-to approach, and that is how he scored just 2 goals right out of there. And the third one, of course, was poached, but still was kind of a similar approach. But Naveen, absolutely overwhelmed. You know, he's astounded with what has just happened, what has just hit him, because right now he's got no answers to Adi Zima's constant threats, and he hasn't been looking, you know, in his natural element right now, in his natural form, where Naveen is one of those players who's very calm, who's very, you know, he's got that poker face on sometimes, and he just goes goals. But that has been clearly missing from Chennaiyin FC. And forget the midfield battle. He's not been keeping the ball there enough. Makes those passes, but every single manner, FC Goa, they've been so good. I mean, especially those chances that they're making. You can see Chennaiyin FC still leading in terms of passes, but making it count, that is something that Adi Zima has done it in style.
For sure. And यही चीज कहीं ना कहीं जो एक विनिंग टीम के अंदर देखने के लिए मिलता है, एंड वो इस बार 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 दिखाते हुए दिखे हैं एफसी गोवा. ओके, सो कैप्टेविया की जगह पे हर्नांडेस को इंट्रोड्यूस किया जाएगा, एंड उसी एरिया पे एक और मौका बनता हुआ दिख रहा था. बट लेट्स सी इसके बाद क्या सिचुएशन बनता है.
That looked really close. That definitely did. And you know, Adi Zima's, we've been talking a lot about his attack, right? Let's talk about his defense. His defense has been absolutely solid. He's been barely making any mistakes, hasn't been going for those unnecessary tackles, has been waiting for Naveen to make a run. And this is what happens when you are a coach, right? You can see through the player, think what is, you know, what is going on in his mind, how he wants to craft his attack.
Yeah.
And this is where I think Naveen has to, you know, make some unconventional, unorthodox plays. Maybe try to go for those trivellas. Maybe try to go for those finesse shots outside of the box, and try and take his chances, because that could particularly work. But look at that. You know, Adi Zima is not giving him a lot of space, right? Constantly fighting for the ball, and look at his defensive line also. It's not too far ahead up. He does not. He realizes that there's always that constant, you know, pressing attack that might come in any time, and this is it. You know, he's not charging at the player, right? Rather, he's intercepting the passes, and that has sort of helped him a lot. in defending
Yeah.
against Naveen's attack. And now Naveen relentlessly trying, showing that tenacity that he could maybe still make a comeback. But 60 minutes in the game, already 3-0 down, looks a little too far-fetched for me, to be honest.
जी हाँ, एंड जिस तरीके से खेल रहे आधे सीमा उसके बाद तो बहुत ही ज़्यादा टफ लग रहा है नवीन के लिए इधर कम बैक करना। देखिए इधर डिफेंस लाइन आपने एकदम सही कहा कि इधर जो डिस्टेंस है दोनों प्लेयर्स के बीच में या फिर जो कॉम्बिनेशन में खेल रहे हैं वो काफ़ी बेहतर तरीके से काम करता हुआ आज, एंड सिर्फ आज नहीं लाइक रोज ही करता है ऑब्वियसली, एंड इसी वजह से अनबीटन रहे अभी तक। बट स्टार्टिंग में जब वो 3 गोल दाग दिया उसके बाद कहने की जो है सिचुएशन वो बहुत ही ज्यादा कंट्रोल में आ चुके हैं इधर एफसी गोवा के। एक बार फिर से मौका बन रहा है और यही चीज होता है कि आप विंग जब आपके पास है, आपके पास फुल बैक्स रन निकाल रहे हैं, सो विंग्स को भी इधर यूज करना चाहिए, जो कि बखूबी करते हुए दिख रहे हैं आधी सीमा। लेकिन बॉल इस बार छीना गया नवीन की तरफ से, थियो हर्नांडेज एंड एम्बापे के बीच में 1-2 एंड देन थोड़ा सा टाइम बॉल कंट्रोल करेंगे और सिर्फ 28 मिनट्स का गेम बाकी, जिसके बीच में 3 गोल स्कोर करने हैं अगर ड्रॉ करना है इस मैचअप को, जो कि बॉल इस गेम को, मैचअप पे तो अभी बहुत टाइम है पूरा, इसके बाद और 2 गेम्स हम लोगों को देखने के लिए मिलेंगे, लेकिन थ्रो इन मिलेगा। सो वही चीज हो रहा है कि कोशिश हो रहा है बॉक्स के बाहर तक भी पूरा बिल्ड कर रहे हैं, लेकिन जो फिनिशिंग है वो अभी तक नहीं ढूंढ पाई है, जिसकी वजह से इतना ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट हो चुके हैं चेन्नई इसी के लिए।
No, I like this formation from Adizima, right? This 4-2-2, especially when you go for a different formation and you've got to make it work. And I think he's done that on the right wings and the left wings. He's been doing a really good job. And I always categorize, or rather for me, a good player is a player that knows how to defend goals. And we've seen on multiple occasions, right? It's always easy to go for a counter attack and convert. So a lot of players you would have seen in the eISL, they start off with even if the meta formation that's 4-3-2-1, they go for an ultra defensive or that sort of a play. They want to keep the line a little on the back. They want to make sure they do not let the opponent go on and score. So and after that maybe just exploit on the counter attack. That has been the intent of all these players. But Adi Zima has gone with a different approach, and he thought that this would work, and indeed has worked. Despite Naveen still having that possession advantage on him, does not really feel like he's got enough of that ball. He's creating so many chances. He's controlling that midfield, but the moment it comes to comes to beating the final four, he sort of fails. And this is where it's not about Naveen making a lot of mistakes. It's all about Adi Zima clearly reading what Naveen is going through, right? Whatever he's planning, whatever he's cooking, everything Adi Zima has an answer to. And now this time, we've seen him exploit that right wing in the first half. This time, wanted to go through that left, but Naveen had to charge in. Because the moment you give Adi Zima so much room like this, all he's going to do is go and punish you. Little bit of a ball roll over here, and there you go, takes that shot, but barely somehow Naveen managing to defend in that situation. Still, 13 minutes left into the game, a 3-0, a staggering lead for Adi Zima over here, and Naveen has to at least get one, and I don't see that coming, TT.
या और कोई भी इधर मौका नहीं बचा है। आखिरी 15 मिनट में भी कुछ कॉन्सोलेशंस गोल आ जाए, 1 या फिर 2, पर 3 गोल स्कोर करना आई थिंक बहुत ज़्यादा टफ रहेगा। जिस तरीके से डिसिप्लिन वे पे अपने डिफेंस को प्रॉपर एक जगह पे रखे थे एफसी गोवा, वो काबिले तारीफ, एंड उसका ही प्रॉपर फायदा अभी तक जो है उनको मिलता हुआ दिख रहा है। रूडुलित टुवर्ड्स पेले, बीचों बीच से रोनाल्डो फाइनली शॉट, लेकिन वैंडेसार फैल्कन सेव करते हुए बॉल को, एंड मुझे लग रहा है कि पूरा क्लीन शीट ही रखना चाहते हैं आज आदी ज़ीमा, एक भी गोल कंसीड नहीं करना चाह रहे वो इस मैचअप पे, इस गेम पे एटलीस्ट।
Yeah, I think that has clearly been displayed. Now this time goes for a different style of play, goes for a play lock on Mbappe, and I triggered that run with R9. You could see how amusing it was. Just trying to make just come back behind the line, and now again beating through with Hakimi. He's exploiting his fullbacks over there. With R9, goes for a step over, needs to look for that cutback, but this time Naveen realized what his intent was. This is something that 90% of the FIFA players do, and more often it kind of works. As mere 6 minutes left into the game right now, and not a lot remaining into this matchup, as Adi Seema has overwhelmed Naveen and completely. Naveen just perplexed at what has happened with him, confounded, and next time we'll have to see when he comes back, when we see FC Goa taking on Chennaiyin FC. What do Chennaiyin FC have in response? But for now, as you can see, another good driven through there. Well, with Mbappe trying to create another chance. Oh, all right, so this was something out of the box. Completely finding that space. Again, another player lock in. But nice reach from Hakimi's side. But still, somehow Adi Zima manages to retain possession, and the final attempt, and there you go. He can take a shot on goal. He does indeed. A step over there. But it was such a difficult angle, especially trying to get your balance. Quite difficult, but yes, this game is done and dusted. The final corner for this game, and Chennaiyin FC absolutely bewildered. Bested by FC Goa! As he wanted to go for that power shot, plated it through. But what a victory for Adi Zima. And Naveen absolutely baffled with what happened to him right now.
वाओ, शुरुआती 40 मिनट के अंदर 3 गोल स्कोर कर दिए थे एससी गोवा। उसके बाद भी अटैक जो है वो हम लोगों को कम होता हुआ दिखा नहीं, हालांकि कोई भी गोल्स आए नहीं उसके बाद, लेकिन जिस तरीके से परफॉर्म किया गया, क्लीन शीट तो रखे ही, एंड उसी के साथ ऐलान किया एक और जीत की। तो कहीं ना कहीं जो है कह सकते हैं एससी गोवा, उनका जो ये विनिंग रन है ये सीजन के अंदर हम लोगों को कंटिन्यू होता हुआ दिख सकता है। हालांकि अभी भी 2 गेम्स बाकी है इस मैचअप के अंदर, लेकिन जिस तरीके का शुरुआत हुआ है एंड स्पेशली वंशित का जो फॉर्म रहा है उसको देखते हुए मुझे लग रहा है कि बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर इधर बेयर करना होगा कहीं ना कहीं चेन्नई एफसी को। एंड चेन्नई एफसी को अगर कम बैक करना है, कुछ मैजिकल करके दिखाना होगा, और एल्स इधर चांसेस बहुत कम है।
This is too far-fetched at this point, right? Because the next matchup, the next individual matchup will be, of course, V Sharma, a player who has been absolutely fantastic, so far in all his games. And Carmen Tika, he is, well, you could call him the Benzema of the eISL, and the way he's been scoring goals. But lately, Chennai and FC, they've been going through some rough patches. But the next matchup would be a co-op game, and Adi Zima and V Sharma, they just have been too good in their co-op matches. So this is where I'm starting to wonder what's going to happen to Chennai. Let's take a look at the scorecard. So a 3-0 victory, and FC Goa, the Gores, again, a beautiful start to this matchup for them. Already having won their first individual matchup now. If they win the second one, they're going to put this game to rest, and they will secure those 3 points and will move ahead with 5 games played and 15 points. Still that unbeatable run. But Chennaiyin FC, all you viewers out there, all you fans for Chennaiyin FC, there is still a chance. There's still a chance for the Machans to make some sort of a comeback here. All they have to do is pretty simple: to win the next 2 games. No draws, nothing. Have to win, a do or die. And this is where Naveen and Tikka Town, they will have to show the natural best. But talking about this game, TT, I think it was Adi Zima trying to do the same thing that was working on, and Naveen having no answers in the first half. Towards the second half, I felt he was a little conditioned. He realized what he's trying to do. But I think perhaps it was just a little too late.
यस, एंड जिस टाइम पे वो वापस आए तब तक बहुत देर हो चुका था ऑब्वियसली, एंड जिस टाइम पे उनके तरफ से कोशिश भी हो रहा था उस टाइम पे डिफेंस बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रांग रहा आदिजिमा का। तो ओवर गेम के ऊपर डोमिनेशन हम लोग कह सकते हैं कि यस आदिजिमा का डोमिनेशन रहा था, लेकिन ये कोऑप गेम मुझे लगता है कि चेन्नई एनएफसी के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। सिर्फ और सिर्फ ये पॉइंट्स के हिसाब से देखेंगे तो ही नहीं, उनके अभी तक का जो रन रहा है इस पूरे सीजन के अंदर उसके पीओवी से भी, अगर उनको कमबैक करना है एंड ऑल ओवर तरीके से कमबैक करना है तो मुझे लगता है कि ये गेम उनको जीतना ही चाहिए। तो इसके बाद उनको कॉन्फिडेंस भी मिलेगा और जो उनका कोऑप गेम्स है फॉर नेक्स्ट मैचअप्स वो भी बहुत ज़्यादा इंप्रूव होगा।
Oh yeah, that certainly is something that I'm really looking forward to because the co-op matchup is where both these clubs have to go all out, and Vanshaj and Adizima both realize that they've gotten through the first hurdle, but it's not going to be easy because now Naveen comes up with vengeance, and he knows that now not only you have to be facing or looking forward to all those German crosses being delivered, now it's also that tinge of V Sharma magic that also comes into play. So box to box they're really strong. Even on the aerial attacks, the wings, FC Goa is really strong. Chennaiyin FC, at this point they will have to play the best FIFA of their life in order to best them, because I don't see anything stopping the Gauls right now. They are like that typhoon that just comes and gulps everything in their path,
Yes.
and you just kind of left with nothing really with you. But before we have this co-op game started, let's take a look at the top 5 goals that were scored in week number 3. Just stretching his legs, getting the ball over there, and now a driven through beautiful one to Ronaldinho. A good chance perhaps being created. Ronaldinho taking his own time there and will take a shot and crush her. Absolutely crushing Bhagya.
बहुत जरूरी था कॉन्फिडेंस वापस आना। केविन डे ब्रुयने टू एम्बापे, वाओ व्हाट अ स्किल मूव विद अ शॉट एंड राइट सर्कल फिनिश करेंगे ये की
opening. Both these teams are kind of on an equal footing right now. We've seen those chances being created, and this could be one possible one converted, and a beautifully crafted goal. And Hyderabad FC.
and पिछले दिन oh my
What?
God, लियोनेल मेसी। मुझे लग रहा है थोड़ा नर्वस होके खेल रही, या फिर जो वो चाह रहे हैं वो हो नहीं पा रहा है। ये
Beautiful, and Tite is absolutely stupefied because his favorite card. We have had so many goals scored in the past week, and these were the few glimpses of all the moments that we had. But I think the next week's highlight reels would be so difficult, for the editors
Yeah.
to make which 5 goals do we select, because today only I think in that 80k Mohan Bagan game I can figure out the 5 goals that will easily make it to the top 5 goals next week, and that just came from one matchup. So many good goals have been scored, so many trivelas. Finally we get to see those in action with Maldini. So that was something else. But yes, now it's time for the co-op matchup to begin. Both these clubs are absolutely ready, and this is where Chennaiyin FC, they have to win this one to at least fight for something in the final game, because if it all goes wrong, then only a victory, even if this game ends in a draw, will just help them in getting 1 point, which they would not want, considering where they are going right now, because you can't really complain about not having good players, because you have got Naveen and Tekka, two of the finest players and performers of the eISL so far in season 1, but seems like it's been too much for them, because now with on VR with the kickoff, and from left to right, Goa already looks pretty deadly. They've been trying to do the same thing, the same routine is being followed. And I felt that maybe, Bellingham, I think, went for the shot directly, found a little bit of space. But now, Chennaiyin FC, finally, they're on their attack as well.
Yes, बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा कहीं ना कहीं लाजवाब शुरुआत एक बार फिर से मिल सकता था। वैसे शुरुआत तो काफी अच्छा ही रहा है, लेकिन चेन्नई एनएफसी फिलहाल के लिए अटैक बनाते हुए बना रहे थे, क्योंकि बीच में आ गए ढुलीत। एंड उसके बाद कहानी अभी बदलता हुआ अटैक पे जाते हुए एफसी गोवा। ढुलीत टुवर्ड्स कैप्टेविया, लियोनेल मेसी, गुलीत। एंड देखिए मिडफील्ड के ऊपर काफी अच्छा 1-2 रोनाल्डो सबको चीरते हुए आगे गए, एम्बाप्पे एंड फिनिश। एफसी गोवा पहले ही 10 मिनट के अंदर अपना पहला गोल एक बार फिर से ढूंढते हुए आदि ज़ीमान वी शर्मा टोटली डोमिनेट करते हुए इस पूरे टूर्नामेंट पे सब के सब क्लब्स को जिनसे भी अभी तक वो भी रहे।
Oh my goodness. Look at the sheer class. Now just that step forward, finds that extra little bit of space, confusing his opponents, and then that cutback. And Chennaiyin FC's defense just left watching in those areas. And just like that, FC Goa are 1-0 up already. And now they'll have to figure out a way to get through. And now this is a good pass towards Mbappe. But no, Virgil van Dijk read him like an open book. Just saw that cutback coming in. And no, Chennai FC cannot afford this, cannot afford to lose balls like this. Every single pass is so important in co-op. The synergy between the two players becomes so vital and so important that one small mistake and things could go out of hand. But this time, however, a little bit of a loose ball there, but goes into the safe hands of the keeper. As now FC Goa. I think so far, I think the playmaker for FC Goa has been Adi Zima, because we could see those semblances of a similar attacking style, where what he's doing is creating the ball and just passing it on towards V Sharma, who's got an eye for the goal and who has no mistakes, who makes no mistakes rather in scoring one. Again, this routine tries for the cutback and will not succeed. This time, Hakimi, being ever so watchful, he waited till those last dying moments where he realized this is the point where the player might just pass. Let me budge in with the tackle and manage to steal the ball away. And now Chennai FC wanted to replicate a similar type of routine, but no, that doesn't happen either.
यस, हाँ, शुरुआती पे ये एक गोल के बाद चेन्नई एनएफसी उनको थोड़ा सा ये समझना होगा कि गलती हो किधर रहा है। आई थिंक मुझे तो लग रहा है कि उनकी गलती से भी ज्यादा हम लोगों को ब्रिलियंस दिख रहा है इधर एफसी गोवा के प्लेयर्स के। एंड वो कंटिन्यूअसली चलता हुआ, लेकिन ये डेंजरस हो सकता था। एंड बिल्कुल भी डरते नहीं है एफसी गोवा के प्लेयर्स, या फिर कोई सेकंड थॉट्स इनके दिमाग में नहीं रहता। वो क्लियर रहते हैं, इनका जो मेंटलिटी है, सोच है, वो बहुत ज़्यादा क्लियर रहता है। इसी वजह से इतना फ्लुएंटली वो अटैक भी बनाते हैं एंड गोल भी स्कोर करते हैं। बट इस बार चेन्नई के पास मौका था, बट वर्जिल वैन डाइक एंड कैप्डेविया के एक साथ प्रेशर बनाने पे बॉल चला गया इधर एफसी गोवा के पास एक बार फिर से।
Yeah. You know what, TT? I think Chennai and FC are lacking that little edge, because to take on giants like FC Goa, it takes a lot out of you. Beautiful passing routine again. Nice set of passes there. Made it look so easy. Adi Zima knows that he's got it all scripted in his brains. And V Sharma, he's also just playing along with him. It's such a delight to watch them dance like that and score goals like that. As now another goal has been scored, and this is still the first half that we're talking about. And if they keep on playing like this, Chennai and FC, they will be put to rest, will be put to sleep with just this game. But this is where they want to turn things around. But look at how compact, how tight FC Goa's defenses are.
एंड यही इनका सबसे ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट रहा है इस पूरा टूर्नामेंट के अंदर, उनका डिफेंस तोड़ना बहुत ज्यादा टफ है। एंड इसी वजह से इतना कॉन्फिडेंस भी मिलता है अटैक के ऊपर, जब आपके घर का नींव स्ट्रांग होता है ना, तब घर के ऊपर रहने पे भी वो खुशी आता है, वो सेफ्टी समझ में आता है। तो वही चीज कहीं ना कहीं हम लोग को इधर रिफ्लेक्ट होता हुआ दिख रहा है। बट एज ऑफ नाउ देखिए इधर डेंजरस कुछ सिचुएशन बनता हुआ, जिधर एक भी गलती चेन्नई एफसी को एक गोल दे सकता है। लेकिन फिर भी कितने बेहतरीन एक्यूरेसी के साथ, विदाउट एनी फॉल्ट, जिस तरीके से अपना परफॉर्मेंस दिखा रहे हैं वो काबिले तारीफ है। लियोनेल मेसी अपने मैजिक दिखा रहे थे, लेकिन उसी टाइम पे आया इंटरसेप्शन, जिसके थ्रू इस बार बॉल कंट्रोल जा चुका है एक बार फिर से चेन्नई एफसी के पास। पर चेन्नई एफसी अगर ये मैचअप वो हार जाते हैं, फिर उनके लिए प्रॉब्लम्स थोड़े बहुत क्रिएट हो सकते हैं। हालांकि ये उनका फोर्थ मैच है, एंड
Oh,
फोर्थ मैच के बाद हो सकता है सिचुएशन। बट देखिए मौका, यस बट नो, नहीं थे कंट्रोल पे।
yeah, the little Elastico could have done all the magic, but again, FC Goa showing why they are the leaders of the eISL right now. And as a result, the halftime whistle gets blown. It's 2-0 in their favor. And if Chennai and FC do not find out cracks in the FC Goa's defense, then things will settle right here and right now. FC Goa will not have to work hard in the third game. It's going to be a walk in the park for Vanchard, as they will be getting those 3 points from here onwards. And I think, FC Goa, for them, they've been doing some things really simple, and they've been making it work. Nothing too complicated, nothing, you would say it is an out of the world play or something that, you were never expecting. You would go bonkers over it. And getting those fundamentals right? Actually knowing when to make those runs. They're making things look so easy, because when it comes down to co-op, it's so difficult to synchronize with your player. Just ask your teammate, okay, what you do is I'll give you that through that left wing or that right wing, you need to make a run, and then always beat your fullbacks there, beat the opponent's fullbacks. And they have done that in good fashion. And especially that second goal that came through, that passing routine, it felt like it had all been scripted. It felt like it had all been synchronized so well with one another, something that Chennai and FC have been kind of been dull at. And that is where FC Goa, they're just edging past them. Not just edging, they're kind of overtaking them. But this was one of those moments where I felt, there was that slight opening. Could have just threaded the needle, but failed to do so, as FC Goa again were looking threatening on their attack. But now it's sort of been thwarted, and Chennai and FC, they need to establish a little bit more control on that midfield, and try to at least bait out the fullbacks, the left and right backs, and then maybe try to make a play through the wings, and then could have that man advantage and convert into their favor. But this looks to be a good opportunity, but still squandered.
यस, एंड एज ऑफ नाउ जो लीड बना के रखे थे फर्स्ट हाफ के बाद, वही लीड कंटिन्यू होता हुआ 2-0। एंड अभी तक एक सिंगल गोल नहीं आया इस पूरे मैचअप के अंदर चेन्नई एफसी की तरफ से। चेन्नई एफसी अटैक पे जाते हुए, बट नहीं, कहानी शुरू होने से पहले ही कहीं ना कहीं जो है वो खत्म हो जा रहा है अटैक का। इसको थोड़ा और क्लिनिकल करना होगा। पास देखिए एक बार, रोडोलित टुवर्ड्स एम्बापे, लेकिन बीचों बीच मौजूद थे हकीमी, हिडर के साथ क्लियर करेंगे। बट ये जो ट्रांजिशन पे वो जा रहे हैं, ये ट्रांजिशन थोड़ा फास्ट करना होगा, नहीं तो चेन्नई एफसी को काउंटर पे भी जो फायदा मिलना चाहिए वो नहीं मिल पाएगा। ट्रांजिशन थोड़ा फास्ट करने की जरूरत है। जब आपके पास दो प्लेयर का कंट्रोल है उस टाइम पे, तो और थोड़ा बेहतर हम लोग एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे। एंड क्या वो पहला गोल आता हुआ दिखेगा चेन्नई एफसी के लिए इस मैचअप पे? बात करते ही करते, लेकिन वैंडे सार कह रहे हैं ना ना ना, आज है मेरा दिन और मैं तो सब सेव करके रखूंगा।
And there you can see, right? Chennai FC have gotten to an attacking approach over here, and have changed the tactics. So one thing for sure now, I think Karman Tikka is taking matters into his own hands. You could see what he did with Mbappe over there is clearly something that Karman Tikka loves to do, and he's made it work in the past. But this time, of course, couldn't just pierce through the final line of defense, that is Van der Sar. And we have seen Van der Sar as a keeper has excelled in this year's eISL, has made those good saves. But I think that was an effort towards that near post where Van der Sar was already present. So did not have to, make a huge dive there. It was a rather easier save. Had he gone for the far post, things could have been difficult. But it's so difficult to kind of instantly make those on the go adjustments, right? And you would expect to go with that routine, and did not work out. But now a short corner passed on towards Ronaldinho. Has that space with Pele, goes for a heel to heel, and now still chances remain. And is that a goal?
Finally.
Yes!
Yes.
Through deflection from Theo Hernandez. And Chennaiyin FC, well, they had to scrap one, and seems like they've got one. Oh.
Yes. और अगर थोड़ा क्लोज रहते हकीमी तो शायद एक और वंडरफुल सेव देखने के लिए मिलता, लेकिन जो अभी जरूरी था चेन्नई एनएफसी के लिए गोल, वो अभी उनके लिए आ चुका है, तो वो तो अभी खुश होंगे. गोल आना जरूरी है चाहे जैसे भी आए. और इस पे तो डिफ्लेक्शन के बाद रोनाल्डिनियो प्रॉपर कंट्रोल में भी थे, बट ये एक गोल से काम नहीं बनने वाला. और बेहतर तरीके से जरूरत है इधर परफॉर्मेंस करके दिखाने की, लेकिन रोनाल्डिनियो रोनाल्डो मोमेंटम पे आप देख सकते हैं कि मिडफील्ड से बॉल छीना जा रहा है, डायरेक्टली आएंगे, शॉट लेने का चांस लेंगे भी, फिनिश भी होगा. एंड झट से विद इन 5 मिनट्स 2 गोल दाग के कम बैक कर चुके इस गेम पे एंड इक्वलाइज करते हुए. क्या शानदार गेम. जब लग रहा था कि शायद एफसी गोवा इस मैचअप को भी, लेकिन इस गेम को भी जीत जाएंगे, उसी टाइम पे एक ट्विस्ट होता हुआ पूरे सिनेरियो पे.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt on that, because now things have gotten a lot more exciting. Thunder finally strikes, and the gods have been on the receiving end of it. Like I said, Carmen Tikka, these goals clearly look like Carmen Tikka's goals, something that he loves to do. Takes that one player, performs that skill moves, creates that space, and takes a shot. And he believes, has faith on his cards that yes, they will work. And Chennai FC, they had to try everything. And finally, they figured out a way to pierce through Goa's defense. And yes, the equalizer has been scored now with mere 20 minutes remaining. And Chennai FC, getting that momentum in their favor, has sent FC Goa into wondering what can they do right now, because they went on an ultra defensive tactics. They were trying to defend. They knew that Chennai FC is starting to press. They're starting to keep a lot of ball, starting to make do things right. Maybe the answer would be a few fresh legs and a change in formation and a few tactics here and there. But the outcome now could just be favored anyways. But the momentum certainly has shifted for Chennai FC. Now this is where they realize that now they cannot be letting loose on their fullbacks over there. They will have to make sure that they remain there and not try to overlap, because every time they've done that has been capitalized. But this time Chennai FC back on their attack, will pass it on towards Pele. Pele sticking over there, gives a pass towards Ronaldinho, and he takes a shot. Oh, Van der Sar just on the cusp of a winner being scored. He saves the day, at least for now.
यस, शानदार एक शॉट था, लेकिन वैन डे सार अपना काम बखूबी निभाता हुआ, एटलीस्ट फॉर एफसी गोवा. क्योंकि अभी तक चेन्नई एफसी की तरफ से वैसे सेव्स नहीं दिखे थे. हालांकि अभी के लिए स्कोर लाइन जो है वो 2-2 चलता हुआ. ओ, एक लाजवाब पास हो सकता था अगर बेलिंगम तक पहुंच जाता, लेकिन इस बार ट्रांजिशन पे काफी बेहतरीन तरीके से चाह रहे थे एफसी गोवा, जिधर अर्लिंग हैलैंड के पैर से बॉल छीनते हुए दिखे. बट मार्टिनी टुवर्ड्स रोडुलीत, अर्लिंग हैलैंड से रोनाल्डो एक्सपेक्ट बीचों बीच से शॉट भी लिए, लेकिन इस बार यस फॉर्म में आ चुके हैं चेन्नई एनएफसी के भी वैन डे सार.
Oh my goodness, now this has taken such an interesting turn. Now the 10 minutes are just merely remaining into the game, and anything at this point could happen. I think this is the moment where more than getting substitutes, players are making changes in their tactics. Right, they want to go all out. Look at that formation from FC Goa. Right, they've changed. It's a 5-4-1, 5 defenders, because they've realized that Chennai in FC have been so threatening from the commencement of the second half. They've already scored 2 goals, and when you've got players like Arman Tikka and Naveen in front of you, you have to be watchful. But FC Goa, they're kind of relying heavily on those counterattacks. That last chance being created, a beautiful through pass, did not get green time though. But from that angle, does not really matter. It was just that the goalkeeper was present right ahead and did not have to work really hard for securing the ball. And now KTB comes in instead of Bellingham. So we're gonna maybe anticipate some longer balls being played. Haaland also comes in for Chennai FC. So fresh new legs to change things around. 10 minutes remaining into the game. Could be anyone's at this point, to be honest. But FC Goa trying to, weather the storm and somehow find a winner into this game.
Yes. लाजवाब अभी तक रहा है ये पूरा मुकाबला. आखिरी 7 मिनट, कोई भी अगर एक भी क्लब इधर से गोल स्कोर कर देते हैं तो वो विनर होने वाले हैं. रोनाल्डो नहीं, कंट्रोल करने की कोशिश तो रहा, लेकिन करते करते बैकलाइन के बाहर चले गए. बी शर्मा एंड आदिजीमा. अगर ये मैच अब ड्रॉ पे भी खत्म होता है, लाइक ये गेम अगर ड्रॉ पे भी खत्म होता है, तो फिर भी एटलीस्ट 1 पॉइंट जो है वो सिक्योर करने वाले हैं इधर से गोवा. लेकिन जिस तरीके से अटैक पे जा रहे हैं चेन्नई एनएफसी, मौका बन सकता था, लेकिन उसी मोमेंट पे थियो हर्नांडेज टुवर्ड्स हालैंड एंड अभी के लिए रुडुली. शायद उनका प्लान कुछ अलग है. आखिरी एक चांस जो भी मिलेगा वो शायद इधर लेना चाहते हैं एफसी गोवा. क्या वो ट्रांजिशन में पहुंच पाएंगे? क्या वो इधर एक और गोल स्कोर कर पाएंगे? 2 मिनट का एडिड टाइम दिया गया है. एंड उसी मोमेंट पे अर्लिंग हालैंड लेफ्ट हैंड साइड से लेफ्ट विंग को एक्सप्लॉइट करते हुए टुवर्ड्स रोनाल्डो टू रुडुली. मौका बन रहा था, लेकिन उसी टाइम पे आया डिफ्लेक्शन, जिससे कि फाइनली ये गेम हुआ खत्म. एंड जो टेंशन बढ़ गया था आखिरी मोमेंट पे चेन्नई एनएफसी के साइड पे, वो अभी थोड़ा बहुत कुछ टाइम के लिए तो शांत हुआ रहेगा, लेकिन उनको जीतना होगा नेक्स्ट मैच बाय एनी हाउ.
Yeah, they have to win somehow, and like you said, anyhow, to at least make sure they walk out with 1 point. Because if the next game also ends with a draw, then that's going to just end then and there only. But all right, this is something we did not see it coming.
Yeah, it's new by the way.
Yeah, we're going to extra time. I think they want to put it to rest in this matchup only. So extra 30 minutes being given, and let's see what the outcome of this game is going to be.
Yeah, but जो स्टैमिना है वो अभी बहुत ज़्यादा कम हो चुका रहेगा प्लेयर्स का. हालांकि ये जो कार्ड्स है इनके स्टैमिना इतना इजीली कम होता नहीं है. जितना महंगा कार्ड उतना ज़्यादा स्टैमिना. काइंड ऑफ कहते हैं ना कि जितना चीनी डालोगे उतना मीठा होगा. सो काइंड ऑफ दैट थिंग. एंड उसी एरिया पे अगर देखा जाए केविन डी ब्रुयने टुवर्ड्स हकीमी राइट हैंड साइड से राइट विंग पे अपना प्रॉपर देखिए इधर पूरा शील्ड करते हुए आ रहे थे, लेकिन थियो हर्नांडेज बॉल छीनेंगे और 2 बार के लिए भी नहीं सोचेंगे. डायरेक्ट रन निकालते हुए टूनी के जस्ट साइड पे अर्लिंग हालैंड दौड़ते हुए दिख रहे हैं. अर्लिंग हालैंड आगे बढ़ते हुए चेन्नई एनएफसी एक और मौका, एक और चांस, लेकिन नहीं. वर्जिल वैन डाइक, द मॉन्स्टर, द सेवियर ऑफ एफसी गोवा एज ऑफ नाउ. वो तो सेव कर लिए, क्या इधर कर पाएंगे चेन्नई एनएफसी? लेकिन नहीं. एम्बापे की तरफ से गोल आया एंड एक्स्ट्रा टाइम पे जाके काम किया गया है तमाम.
Oh yes, it seems to have settled here in now itself. But still, one more half remaining, and FC Goa. A lot of unexpected turn of events over here. First time we get to see this game goes into OT, and well, I don't know if this is really gonna get counted over here. Players want to settle it with extra time. Or does it abide with the rules? That is something that is getting checked, because from what we know of, this fixture ended with a tie. But still, this matchup has gone to extra time. Rather surprising. And what a goal
Yeah.
it was.
लाजवाब फिनिशिंग था एंड उसी जगह पे अगर देखा जाए तो बहुत ही बेहतरीन लेवल परफॉर्मेंस इधर निकल के आया। लेकिन ऑब्वियसली गाइस, जिसके बारे में हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे थे कि जो ओवर टाइम है वो हम लोग पहली बार भी देख रहे हैं और न्यू भी था, लेकिन वो काउंट नहीं किया जाएगा। तो यस, जो डिसाइडर होगा वो होने वाला है गेम नंबर 3, जिस पे वी शर्मा एंड टिका टाउन दोनों एक दूसरे के आमने सामने भिड़ने वाले हैं।
Yeah. So right now, I mean, let's just delete that goal from our minds. And it was just a misclick, apparently, I think, by the players, where instead of advancing to the next game, sometimes, you just press, let's go to OT. And, when you have such a tight matchup like that, you want to see a team being the decisive winner. And had things gone the way things were going, maybe FC Goa would have walked off with the victory, but that would have been too bitter for Chennaiyin FC, because again, that's against the rules of eISL. So this matchup ends up as a draw. So now again, we have to tell you what is on the line over here. So for Chennaiyin FC, all they can salvage is a single point, and how do they do that? They have to win this next matchup. But for FC Goa, they can get all the three, for which all Vanshaj needs to do is just win his next game. But if he sort of loses also, then either ways, they're going to get that 1 point. So let's take a quick look at the scorecard, because, it was a game of two halves, to be honest. The first half, we saw FC Goa sort of carrying on with the similar style of play that Adizima did. And in the second half, we finally got to see Carmen Tekka taking over in that co-op. Two beautiful goals scored to equalize this game. There were phases where we felt in those dying moments of the game that Adizima and V Sharma could have scored a third and potentially the winner. But now this is a battle amongst the gods, right? It is V Sharma taking up Tikka Town. And every time these two players go up against each other, it's thunderstorms everywhere. Already it's raining in Gurgaon. It's given us that atmosphere where now, like I said, hell's gonna break loose. This is where V Sharma finally gets truly tested. And Tikka Town, we know he was the savior for that co-op game. But can he salvage a single point out of this entire fixture? That's the big question, TT.
यस, क्या होने वाला है रिजल्ट? क्या ये ड्रॉ के साथ खत्म होगा, या फिर एक बार फिर से एज यूजुअल जिस तरीके से जीतते आ रहे थे एफसी गोवा, उसमें एक और विन जो है वो एड अप हो जाएगा और 3 पॉइंट्स एड अप होते हुए दिखेंगे। सो ये सब कुछ तो रहने वाला है ऑन द लाइन। बट गाइस, आप लोगों को कैसा लग रहा है आप लोग जरूर शेयर कर सकते हैं, एंड उसी के साथ अपने दोस्तों को भी लेके आइए, फैंस को जो सपोर्ट करते हैं एफसी गोवा एंड चेन्नई एफसी को, सबको लेके आ जाइए, सब लोग मिलके एक साथ देखिए, क्योंकि ये गेम दोनों ही क्लब्स के लिए बहुत बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है।
Oh yeah, I think it is really important both the clubs, especially for Chennaiyin FC. They need to get whatever points they can scavenge. But before we have this matchup started up, we will have to take a quick look at the top 5 saves of the past week. Pace of Mbappe looks like another goal in the making. And again, a beautiful run for Messi. Goes for a chip shot with Mbappe passing on towards R9 with Bellingham wanted to go for the aggressive on his counter attacks especially, but this was a
नहीं किया एंड अभी भी अटैक पे बॉल बना हुआ है वो just kill
just stretching his legs, getting the ball over there, and now a driven through beautiful one to Ronaldinho. A good chance perhaps being created. Ronaldinho taking his own time there and will take a shot and crush her. Absolutely crushing Bhagya.
बहुत जरूरी था कॉन्फिडेंस वापस आना केविन डी ब्रुयने टू एम्बापे वाओ व्हाट अ स्किल मूव विद अ शॉट एंड राइट साइड पे फिनिश करेंगे ये की
Opening, both these teams are kind of on an equal footing right now. We've seen those chances being created, and this could be one possible one converted, and a beautifully crafted goal. And Hyderabad FC.
and पिछले दिन oh my
What?
god लियोनेल मेसी मुझे लग रहा है थोड़ा नर्वस होके खेल रही या फिर जो वो चाह रहे हैं वो हो नहीं पा रहा ये
Beautiful, and Tite is absolutely stupefied because his favorite card. The past week was filled with a lot of drama and action, and we got a glimpse of all those amazing saves and the goals that had been scored. And this week has been nonetheless even better, taking it up a notch. But my favorite goal would still be that DK's free kick. And I'm pretty sure for you also, because a little bias over there, TT, Lionel Messi, your favorite player scoring. And it was one of those goals that was a stunner, right? Nobody saw that coming. And even DK was so happy, just thumping his hands with pride, like, yeah, I scored that. Take it on your face. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, coming back to where we stand right now, the final matchup of the evening, in a battle between two of the best players of eISL. It is going to be Vanchaj taking on Karmantika. Vanchaj, he's been carrying on with his mental fortitude, being so strong. FC Goa are yet to be beaten, and today also, no matter, even if Vanchaj loses his game, FC Goa's unbeaten run continues, because this fixture is going to end in a draw if Chennaiyin FC wins. And that is exactly what Karmantika has to do, is somehow or anyhow win this game. But Karmantika cannot settle with a draw, because if that happens, then FC Goa is anyways taking those 3 points with them and further increasing their lead in the overall standings.
लाइक देखिए एक ह्यूज कहने की गेम होने जा रही है चेन्नई एफसी के लिए, क्योंकि चेन्नई एफसी अगर इधर जीतते हैं तो उनका ये 4th गेम होगा एंड 4th गेम के बाद वो डायरेक्टली 8 पॉइंट के साथ पहुंच जाएंगे. लेकिन सेम विथ एफसी गोवा एज वेल, क्योंकि एफसी गोवा अगर इधर इस मैच को ड्रॉप कर देते हैं तो कहीं ना कहीं इधर मौका बन जाएगा मुंबई सिटी एफसी के लिए कि वो बाद में जाके इधर क्रॉस कर दे एफसी गोवा को. हालांकि ये सब तो कैलकुलेशन चलता रहेगा, ये जो शुरुआत है eISL सीजन 2 के, बहुत सारे गेम्स अभी भी बाकी है, लेकिन ये ऑन द लाइन है. और इस गेम के अंदर जो आखिरी तीसरा मैच होने जा रहा है, ये तीसरे मैच के अंदर अगर ड्रॉ भी होता है तो भी इधर 3 पॉइंट चला जाएगा एफसी गोवा के पास. एंड उसका मतलब सिर्फ एक ही ऑप्शन है चेन्नई एफसी के पास एंड टिका टाउन के पास कि उनको जीतना है इस गेम को, एंड वो अगर जीतेंगे तब भी उनको एक ही पॉइंट मिलेगा.
One more thing, like, I'm really looking forward to what formation Vanchaj comes out with. And we've seen he's sort of one of those players who, against those contrary beliefs, does not play a lot of 4-3-2-1s. We have seen him play 4-3-2-1s in the past, but there you can see now even Karman Tikka has opted for a different formation there, and Vanshaj really needs to watch out for all those individual skills of brilliance being shown by Karman Tikka, because even those last two goals in the co-op game, I'm pretty sure they look like Karman Tikka's goals, but this time a German cross almost delivered. Thankfully, maybe Vanshaj realized that this is something that he needs to watch out for. And he did that. He saved the ball. He did not have his defenses very highly positioned, as a result of which the players were there to intercept that looming threat from the skies.
Yes. शुरुआती सिर्फ 5 ही मिनट हुआ है एंड 5 ही मिनट के अंदर पहला गोल भी आ चुका है वंशज शर्मा वंशज शर्मा यही है वो प्लेयर जो कि अभी तक अनबीटन रहे हैं जिस तरीके से इन्होंने परफॉर्मेंस शुरू के दिन में दिखाया था जब इनका पहला मैच था ये उनका 4th मैच डे है नहीं 5th मैच डे है एफसी गोवा के लिए एंड आज भी वो फॉर्म बिल्कुल भी कहीं नहीं गया शुरुआत हुआ है इन स्टाइल सेकंड अटेम्प्ट के लिए जाते हुए क्या ये सेकंड गोल का जर्जीनियो बीच में आए मल्टीनी नहीं तो इधर रोनाल्डो से फिनिश भी कर सकते थे एक और
Yeah, one pass too many over there, and this happens when you sort of go for a box-to-box, a tiki-taka approach there. You kind of tend to always press X, X, X and keep spamming, and as a result, this is something that Karman Tikka quite anticipated. And Vanshaj is a player with a lot of adaptations. Also, he can play through those long balls, he can play those through balls, he can play box-to-box. So difficult to read what's he's gonna cook up next, right? And this is one of those matchups that I was really waiting for, because if there could be someone that can beat Vanshaj, it has to be this man. But Vanshaj has already taken that 1-goal lead over here, and this is a sign of a very controlled, very balanced player, right? He always keeps on recycling the ball, always keeps on that passing lane open, and there you go, scores goals for fun. 16 minutes into the game, and Vanshaj gets a 2-0 lead against Tikka. He really has started stepping over, and Tikka seems to be collapsing. And these are those attempts where you kind of get those glimpses of players like Chennaiyin, players like Lokmanu, players like CJ and Saranj, always constantly, just chaining those passes and waiting for one of those defenders to go a little out of position and capitalize on that. A player lock coming from Tikka Town in response. Have to see what can he make out from here. But seems like he's just going to settle on trying to get as much as men possible. But look at Vanshaj fighting for the ball, taking the possession away from him, and almost on the verge of proving yet another goal.
Yes, what a match from the POV of FC गोवा. अगर हम लोग देखें उनकी तरफ से तो वो तो बहुत ज़्यादा खुश होंगे, बट चेन्नई एनएफसी एक मौका था ड्रॉ करने का, लेकिन वो भी धीरे धीरे करके हाथ से बाहर जाता हुआ. हर्नांडेज बेहतरीन एक इंटरसेप्शन जिसके थ्रू बॉल तो जीत लिए, बट देखिए फर्स्ट टाइम पास टुवर्ड्स एम्बापे फुल इन कंट्रोल राइट हैंड साइड से ऑलरेडी रोनाल्डिनियो निकल चुके हैं. एक पास की जरूरत था लेकिन आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल चले गए. बहुत शानदार मूव था बाय द वे ये चिका टाउन की तरफ से, लेकिन वो कन्वर्जन नहीं आया. एंड इस बार मुश्किल में फंस सकते हैं. फाइनली ओह माय गॉड, क्या हो रहा था?
It's gone wild, and had Jacinho made the run. So what I loved about Vanshaj over there was he just did not go for the ball, but also made sure that his AIs kind of blocked that passing lane on towards Ronaldinho. But look at Vanshaj again this time, however. Tikka realized, saw that pass coming from miles afar and managed to get the save. And now You know, these long balls have been an answer, and this is where Tika Town gets himself back into the game. A beautiful ball roll scoop, getting himself in that perfect angle, beating the keeper and scoring the goal. As Tika, this is what we've been talking about. He is a clinical finisher. He possesses a constant threat, and seems like, you know, these aerial threats are going to be a problem, and Vanchaj needs to find some answers for it.
फॉर श्योर अगर ये जल्दी से नहीं मिलता है आंसर तो शायद हम लोग को एक इक्वलाइजर भी आता हुआ दिख सकता है इस मैचअप के ऊपर. तो सिचुएशन सभी के लिए बहुत ही ज्यादा इंटेंस होता हुआ, क्योंकि दोनों ही तरफ से गोल सभी आते जा रहे हैं बैक टू बैक. बट पहला ही गोल मिला है टिका टॉन को. अभी के लिए बेलिंगम के पास बॉल था, बट बहुत क्रूशियल पोजीशन पे बॉल छीना गया, बॉल चुरा लिया गया चेन्नई एफसी की तरफ से. एम्बापे लेफ्ट हैंड साइड से निकल रहे थे, अभी भी उनके पास बॉल मौजूद. क्या वो एक पास ले पाएंगे? लिए है रोनाल्डिनियो शॉट, बट उस एरिया पे मौजूद थे वर्जिल वैन डाइक, एंड इस बार के लिए बच जाएंगे. नहीं तो जिसके का सिचुएशन था मौका बन सकता था, बट ट्रांजिशन पे एफसी गोवा दिस टाइम.
Oh yeah, I think you know, now Carmen Tika is finally starting to get into his groove. We could see him do everything right now. He's literally throwing the entire kitchen sink out of the windows. He did even attempt for a player lock, and he's been doing that quite often. That's one of those things really difficult. You know, I've been trying a lot, but when you start thinking of making those plays, there's so much calculations going on in your head, and you have to also trigger that player lock and then make it work, trigger that run, make that right pass. You know, it's so easier said than done, to be honest. And Carmen Tika is doing that. He's taking that hard route, and he knows to get through a player like B Sharma. He's got to do something exemplary. He's got to do something out of the ordinary, and he's got to do everything it takes. And a step in the right direction again has triggered the run with Ronaldinho. We've seen him in the past also going for those German crosses, for those long passes. That could have been maybe another chance in the making, but now will not risk it at all, as he just keeps the ball out of play. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the half-time marker.
Yes. So finally, first half इस आखिरी गेम के होता हुआ खत्म, और रहने वाला है सेकेंड हाफ, जिसके ऊपर डिसाइड होगा क्या ये मैचअप जो है वो ड्रॉ के साथ खत्म होगा, या फिर एफसी गोवा एक बार फिर से 3 पॉइंट्स लेके जाने वाले हैं, जिसके लिए एटलीस्ट इधर 2 गोल स्कोर करने होंगे. इधर से चेन्नई ने कोई भी गोल वो कंसीड नहीं कर सकते. कोई भी गोल अगर कंसीड करेंगे सो गोल स्कोर करने के जो नंबर्स है वो भी इंक्रीज होता जाएगा. सो बहुत बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉब्लमेटिक सिचुएशन कहने के बना हुआ है चेन्नई एफसी के लिए. काम अभी तक खत्म नहीं हुआ. लेट्स सी नेक्स्ट हाफ पे किस तरीके से करेंगे. हालांकि 3 शॉट्स लिया गया था, जिसमें से एक शॉट ऑन टारगेट देखने के लिए मिला कमेंट टिका की तरफ से, जिधर ऑन द अदर हैंड 2 शॉट लिया गया था एफसी गोवा की तरफ से, एंड दोनों के दोनों फिनिश हुआ एज अ गोल. एंड बहुत बहुत ज्यादा बेहतरीन तरीके से संभालते हुए इस पूरे के पूरे गेम को लाजवाब परफॉर्मेंस अभी तक निकल के आ रहा है इनके तरफ से. एफसी गोवा बिल्कुल भी नहीं चाहते कि इधर चेन्नई एनएफसी उनसे एक भी पॉइंट छीन के लेके जाए.
You know, again, this half you can divide into 2 quarters, where you could see the first quarter was clearly dominated by FC Goa. The second one was pretty much Chennai FC's, and both these goals kind of you know, were well built up. You could see those long runs being made, and then both the play. I think initially Vanchaj was looking really calm, really composed. He was looking posing threat from the wings. He's been utilizing that, but Carmen Tika, clearly, by the virtue of those you know, long passes being made, those long through balls, just going in, triggering the right runs, has managed to score one. But still, you know, as things stand, it's 2-1 for FC Goa. And all right, okay, this is Carmen Tika just constantly, you know, passing the ball and forcing B Sharma maybe to commit for the ball to try and steal it away. Did that with Capdevia though, but still possession maintained with Chennai FC, and again goes for that player lock, but breaks it Passes it on towards Jairzinho with Mbappe. Beautiful turn, and there he goes. Scores it, and now has equalized. FC Goa absolutely shunned with what just happened. And this is where, Tikka just maintained that ball possession on him. Started with the build-up before even V Sharma could settle down. Suddenly, an equalizer has been stormed in. And this is where V Sharma has to return the favor. As finally we could see him bleeding. And Tikka looking for that winner and salvaging a point from this fixture.
वाओ, क्या शानदार चल रहा है ये मैच. एक और गोल लैंड उसी के साथ 1 पॉइंट का हकदार हो सकते हैं. ओह माय गॉड, सेकंड चांस भी इधर बचाते हुए. देखिए, इस गेम पे कुछ भी हम लोग प्रेडिक्ट नहीं कर सकते. ये चीज तो पता चल रहा है, क्योंकि जब भी हम लोग देखते हैं कोई एक टीम मोमेंटम में आ जाता है, उसी टाइम पे ओपोनेंट टीम की तरफ से आता है अटैक, एंड वो कॉन्स्टेंटली चलता हुआ जा रहा है. लाजवाब परफॉर्मेंस दोनों ही प्लेयर्स के तरफ से अभी तक रहा है. बट बॉल विन जिस तरीके किया जा रहा है एफसी गोवा की तरफ से, वो भी बहुत बढ़िया.
Now, right now, I think Karman Tikka has kind of changed his style of play, right? He's now starting to keep a lot of possession. Again, a similar routine trying to get executed. Last time he had gotten Cap De Villa on, but this time it was Ruud who lit. Did not let his fullback come ahead. He understands the value. If Cap De Villa starts pressing there, he would instantly have so much room, Karman Tikka, to capitalize from that right wing and could clearly have another go at the goal. But this time, V Sharma being a little extra too cautious. But now look at that hand, Van der Sar. Not charged in over there, not seek the ball. This could have been another one of those German crosses to Ruud Gullit goal. We've seen a lot of that in the eISL. That has been the meta, the step overs, the German crosses. All really comes into handy. Oh, I thought that maybe V Sharma might play through that right wing over there, but no, that was not the case. Again, keeping the passing routine on with Mbappe goes for a step over and a shot and a goal. Just when we were thinking that maybe Tikka has taken control over the game, V Sharma gets one chance at it, and so clinical he is that he scores.
वाओ, देखिए इस गेम को देख के एक चीज ही कह सकते हैं कि यस, ये जो क्लैश है, ये क्लैश है दो वन ऑफ द बेस्ट प्लेयर्स का पूरे इंडियन फीफा कम्युनिटी के अंदर, एंड वो चीज देख रहा है. 3-2 का स्कोर लाइन. हालांकि चेन्नई एफसी को अगर ड्रॉ भी कर रहे हैं इधर से, तो उनको और 2 गोल स्कोर करने होंगे, और टाइम बचा है सिर्फ 22 मिनट्स. एंड वंशज जिस तरीके से खेल रहे हैं, मुझे लग नहीं रहा कि वो वैसा कोई चांस देने वाले हैं. बट फिर भी कुछ भी हो सकता है. ये गेम के अंदर 5 शॉट टोटल लिया गया था एफसी गोवा की तरफ से, जिसमें से 4 शॉट ऑन टारगेट, और 4 में से 3 गोल पे कन्वर्ट हुए. बट ऑन द अदर हैंड चेन्नई एफसी 2 शॉट ऑन टारगेट, एंड दोनों के दोनों इधर गोल के अंदर, नेट्स के अंदर फिनिश होते हुए दिखे. तो यस, अभी इधर कोई और सेकंड थॉट्स नहीं, कोई और सेकंड चांस नहीं. अभी डायरेक्ट अटैक पे जाना होगा चेन्नई एफसी को, अगर उनको इधर से इस मैचअप से एक भी पॉइंट लेके जाना है तो.
Yeah, and I like this, sudden surprises. But this time V Sharma was prepared for that. He kind of anticipated that Tikka is going to try and do something similar that he's done also in the past. So it's better not to have your defensive lines really high. And this point, all V Sharma has to do in the next 20 minutes is just go on and defend, and make sure his defenders do not go too ahead in the line. Do not have to play on those offside traps. Do not risk things out here. Because even if this match ends as a draw, it would still be 3 points secured for FC Goa. And look at how tight Vanchaj's defense has suddenly gotten in. And V Sharma can easily just play on the counters. Now you can see that Carmen Tikka, I think, has opted for a PAPL, has some room. Theo Hernandez perhaps, but no, he still wants to buy a few more time, at least for the other attackers to come in. Now again, at similar Vansha Sharma's routine, being in play, those tackles, I think that calls for a card? No. Oh yes, a yellow for Virgil van Dijk.
कंट्रोल में थे लेकिन आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल हो गए और बॉल गया थ्रो लाइन के बाद। एंड एज ऑफ नाउ हम देख सकते हैं कि चेन्नई एनएफसी बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर में आ चुके हैं। आखिरी 10 मिनट के अंदर इनको गोल स्कोर कर रहे हैं, वो भी 2, जो कि कमन टिका के लिए बहुत टफ लग रहा है। पास खिलाने गए थे थियो हर्नांडेस को, लेकिन बीचों बीच हम लोग को आते हुए दिखे हकीमी।
Alright.
दूर से पावर शॉट करने की कोशिश था, बट इतने दूर से क्या ये पॉसिबल होता, चाहे वो ज़िनेडिन ज़िडान भी क्यों ना हो। मुझे लगता है कि ये कुछ ज़्यादा ही दूर था।
Yeah, but those goals sometimes tend to go in, but this could have 100% gone in had Virgil van Dijk not made the save over there. And I have have conceded such goals, and with Zinedine Zidane, it is possible. But V Sharma, he's just now trying to take as many shots as he can, because the Team of the Year card, Theo Hernandez, is just so good. But now, I mean, Vanchech at this point has so much opportunities, right? All he could do is just hog the ball, keep possession. No need to go on the attack. No need to give Carmen Tikka a chance at the goal. But he can also afford to concede one over here. Not that he would want to, but like we said, given the circumstances, even if Carmen Tikka equalizes over here, the fate of Chennaiyin FC would still be sealed. FC Goa will take over those 3 points. But now, oh, Adam Militao making a really good save over here. Breaks free on that counter attack. Bellingham saving Chennaiyin FC from conceding another goal. But this looks really promising. A good ball roll. Almost had received the ball there. But regardless, the final whistle blows, and V Sharma thumping his fist with pride as he's managed to best. Carmen Tikka has not only won the game, but has also secured those 3 points for FC Goa as they maintain the dominion on the top of the standings in the eISL. The Gors are ruling the show, and there seems to be nobody that can make them bleed.
What a performance from वी शर्मा। बट कर्मन टिका की भी अगर बात किया जाए, वो भी अपना पूरा ट्राई जरूर किए थे, लेकिन चेन्नई एनएफसी वो अपने 3 पॉइंट्स या फिर 1 भी पॉइंट के लिए जो लड़ाई था वो जीत नहीं पाए। बट एफसी गोवा अनबीटन रहे हैं, अभी तक 5 गेम्स हो चुके हैं, पांचों के पांचों में उन्होंने 3 पॉइंट्स निकाले हैं। सो टोटल अगर देखा जाए तो 15 पॉइंट्स, 15 पॉइंट्स आ चुके हैं उनके पास। एंड ये हम लोग कह सकते हैं कि इस पूरे टूर्नामेंट के अंदर पॉइंट्स टेबल पे तो एक ह्यूज लीड उनको देके जाएंगे। क्योंकि उनके पीछे हाँ लाइक उसी जगह पे हम देख सकते हैं कि उनके जस्ट पीछे इधर मुंबई सिटी एफसी है, जो ऑलरेडी उनसे 1 मैच ज्यादा खेल चुके थे, 5 मैचेस खेल चुके थे, एंड उनका पॉइंट्स 11 था। सो इधर हम लोग कह सकते हैं कि क्लियर एक 4 पॉइंट्स का जो लीड है वो हम लोगों को इधर देखने के लिए मिलेगा।
I'm still waiting for that FC Goa and Bengaluru FC matchup. Yes. I really want to see CJ against Vanchurch, but highly doubt if that's going to happen. But because I'm pretty sure Adizima will take his chances with CJ. But no wonder. I mean, we would still be believers, be dreamers that that happens. Or maybe because even Bengaluru FC has the potential of making it to the finals. Mumbai City FC have also been looking really strong. But Bengaluru FC, I think when they come next week, or rather in the weekend, if they manage to win the next game, they'll be the ones who secure that second spot for themselves. But FC Goa, again, a beautiful victory for these lads. It all begun with Adizima playing so well, getting the better out of Naveen, as I don't know what's wrong with Naveen these days. We kind of, I think it's just the fact that he's already won this title, and sometimes you kind of tend to lose up on that hunger. And maybe that, or maybe it's just a bad run of bad form, because Kerala Blasters FC, like we've seen, they've been constantly losing games, just managing draws. But yesterday, suddenly, Lok Manu gets into his winning run and begins and gets those 3 points secured. But let's take a look at the scorecard for this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, as this was a really nice victory for FC Goa against a team like Chennaiyin FC, a very strong club, and they've managed to beat them. A 3-0 victory for Adi Zima, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be the MVP of this one. And versus V Sharma and Take It Down, this was a match, for all of us. This was a match where we thought that anything could possibly happen.
Hmm.
Where even Karman Tikka showed those signs of resilience, showed that tenaciousness, but he was always one step behind. V Sharma still managing to see things through and has secured home those 3 points. And the Gores, they are just going to be so happy with what's going on right now. And the MVP, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick look. And I think it is going to be Adi Zima. He's the doctor, he's the coach, he's been doing it all. And today, once again, I mean, both these players, TT, are just so amazing.
या यस फॉर श्योर एंड इसी वजह से शायद पॉइंट्स टेबल के ऊपर इनको जो है वो कोई भी टक्कर नहीं दे पा रहे हैं एंड दूर दूर तक जो है इनके कोई क्लोज भी नहीं है. सो ये एक बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा शानदार सिनारियो बनता हुआ है. एफसी गोवा देखिए ग्रुप स्टेज जो है वो अलग होता है एंड प्ले ऑफ्स अलग होते हैं. प्ले ऑफ्स के बारे में तो डिस्कशन चालू होगा जब हम लोग एंडिंग की तरफ पहुंचेंगे ग्रुप स्टेज के. लेकिन अगर हम लोग बात करें ग्रुप स्टेज की तो यस प्रॉपर डोमिनेशन इधर आता हुआ दिख रहा है एफसी गोवा की तरफ से. एंड कोई भी वो टीम चाहे ना हो, कोई भी क्लब्स हो, उनको अगर आप पूछेंगे कि आपको क्या लगता है कि सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स आपको किसके कौन से क्लब के खिलाफ हो सकते हैं, वो शायद यही कहेंगे कि एफसी गोवा के खिलाफ.
Oh yeah, I think FC Goa. Right when we saw all these players being distributed, the list was out. I realized FC Goa, Bengaluru FC, Mumbai City FC, Northeast United FC. These four clubs had been looking so strong, along with even Chennai, Hyderabad, Kerala. Every time, every single team, I think, was kind of little equally balanced. Some teams, however, they have to put in extra effort. But you can see as the results in front of us, FC Goa, reigning supreme. You can see 5 matches played, 5 victories, clean streak going on in the eISL as they finish things over here. And that being said, we're all done with the matches for the night as well. I mean, it was such a nice evening for us to witness. The Kolkata derby, where ATK Mohan Bagan, in fact, Afnan became a new reason for the players to be, in fact, for the fans to be cheering off, and they would be really happy. I mean, they made Kolkata Dares. It's going to be green and red, but for East Bengal FC, it is going to be another day. Beno 7 has to recover. But coming into the second matchup, it was a battle amongst the gods, and FC Goa clearly showing that they've got what it takes to be at the tippity top. That being said, folks, we are finally done with all the fixtures for the night. But hey, we will be back, and we will be back this Saturday. So do not forget to tune in. Till then, you guys take care and have a good night. Bye.